Right then, how are we, boys and girls? The-Amazing-Spider-Zac here. Resident Evil 9 Requiem trailer dropped the other night. I was absolutely excited. Brilliant. Tuned into the Residents of Evil's live stream. I'll actually link their channel below. They are a great group of people. Really know their stuff on the Resident Evil lore. Followed them for a long time now. But anyway, I'm going to do my own little breakdown of the trailer and share my thoughts of what could happen. So, I grew up with this franchise. I first started playing at Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation 2 when that first came out. And absolutely fell in love with it. And I've played every single one since. Right, so my assumption so far, automatically, this office is going to be the office where Leon or Hunnigan are residing in. This is where they're going to be working out of. We haven't seen them yet. That is not been confirmed at all. We do have lots of suspicions and confirmations in the community that they are going to be appearing, so it would not surprise me. Now, we have the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from, I'm being an idiot, Resident Evil Outbreak. And that has now canonised that game, which is absolutely awesome. Outbreak 2 especially was one of my favourite games, especially the elephant stuff. That I think is awesome. But yeah, this is Grace. This is Alyssa's daughter. So she is now going to be one of the main protagonists in this game, solving her mother's murder. We learn in the trailer that Alyssa actually passed away 8 years ago, and we knew that she was alive in 2016. There was a letter, a note, I'll pull it up on screen now for you guys, that you could find in Resident Evil 7, which depicts she's still alive. So, automatically here we're seeing what type of person Grace is. Bit clumsy, bit messy.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now.
So this Dempsey guy, I'm not too sure who he is.
One that exhibits the same pathology as the others who've been
really has a clue yet who this guy is. If I'm
Now,
wrong,
I need a
please
good
leave it in the
technical
comments
analyst on this.
and rectify me on that. So, but yeah, it seems like we're going to have Grace going back to Raccoon City, which you'll see in a sec. And Raccoon City that they've gone for is more of a desolate, abandoned aftermath fallout of the nuclear fallout of it all.
I know.
And
that's where your mother was murdered.
I think personally, it feels like the franchise has all been leading to this.
8 years ago.
And I think it's time that we do go back to Raccoon City. I feel like Wesker in Resident Evil 5, we never actually killed him. I feel like Chris may have killed a clone. I think Wesker's going to be going back there looking for something himself. I mean, we don't see none of this in the trailer. We only see Raccoon City and Alyssa, but we do hear other voices in the trailer, and we do have suspicions. Like that right there, this shot here, looks like the first house in Resident Evil 4. Not saying it is. People are going missing, that's the vibe of 7. That could be Ada, the lady in the trench coat in the back. So people are thinking this is Oswald E. Spencer, which would be absolutely amazing if it's Spencer. And there, Raccoon City looking like Resident Evil, the final chapters movie, set in a similar tone. The highway from Outbreak, awesome. And there it is, the beast itself, the RPD that we all know and love. Raccoon City Police Department. The memories, mate, the memories. Lisa Trevor, potentially. Potentially Wesker in a hooded figure. Lots to look at there, so I'm going to rewind it back to that thing that could be Lisa Trevor. My theory on Lisa Trevor, you can see the shackles here. It's all looking potential. You know, we've got speculation there, that could be Lisa Trevor. It might obviously not be either. But if that is Lisa Trevor, I would like to throw the theory out there. She did survive the blast because she was one of the only creatures to actually fully merge, like in a symbiotic way, I suppose, with the Nemesis virus. She was the first evolution of Nemesis. Nemesis that Jill fights in Resident Evil 3. That's Nemesis T-Type 3. So that's the third iteration. So yeah, no, if that is Lisa Trevor, that would be very cool and very full circle if that is her. Like I say, going back to the Raccoon City shots, if Leon is in this game, this would be quite wholesome in a way as well. Like, he came here as his first day as a cop, and if he were to die here as well, like, be it that being his last day as a cop, that would just be amazing. So there's quite a lot of potential in this franchise, especially this installment for the franchise. Would be very interesting to see if Chris, Jill, Leon, very much similar to Death Island set in 2015, they all get the band back together, one of the only times that they've actually got everybody together on screen at once. So if they could do that in a game other than RE6, that would be kind of cool for this. And like I say, it just feels like the franchise needs something major now. Like, we've had a few last iterations with 7 and 8, and they were good, don't get me wrong. The whole Ethan Winter story was great and it was amazing, but being a hardcore early RE nut, for me personally, it felt like the story overall in the whole umbrella side of it and the lore wasn't really progressing. It feels like the franchise ended in Resident Evil 6, and 7 and 8 were just picking up from that whole 2017 hype of Outlast and those sorts of games. And now that we're coming back full circle, back to the roots of the franchise, I feel like they need to have some serious stakes on board. So maybe killing a core character like Leon would be quite imperative, quite needed, to be honest with you. As hard as it will be for us fans to watch, it would be very needed. Even then, Chris or Jill could bite the bullet. You never know, Rebecca, if she were to show up. And in this game, even though we've seen Alyssa's daughter, Grace, I think anything is on the table. I think they're going to go down this narrative of slowly releasing the trailers and slowly pivoting away and showing that Grace isn't the only character. We are going to go and have some of the OGs show up now and again, and this will start closing off the franchise now. I think they're going to start doing a bit of a Fast and the Furious, how they've gone up to say like 10 films, 11 films. I wouldn't mind betting Resident Evil starts closing out at the numbers of maybe 14, 15 games like Final Fantasy and start coming to an end with a few more spin-offs here and there. I think we've got another 10 years of this franchise, maybe 20 years, get it up to the 50-year anniversary. We're celebrating the 30th anniversary soon, so yeah, Resident Evil 9 Requiem. It's looking good so far. Here, people are thinking this could be Albert Wesker after RE5. You never know. He could have survived the volcano. Chris could have killed a clone. Who knows? This guy does actually have burns on his face as well, so it's quite interesting. Zombies looking very RE5-esque with their iron mouth movements, I'm not going to lie. And the Raccoon City Police Department pre-Raccoon City outbreak by the looks of it. There's the shackles again on this zombie, so this is that Lisa Trevor-esque shackled up zombie. And there were early leaks from playtests of Leon and Jill fighting against a monster with shackles, so that does match those leaks. There was one more thing, I can't remember where it flashed, but they do show you room 201 as well, which is confirmed to be a location from Outbreak. Is that here? There. Let me slow it down for you. So, these two figures that are popping up. This left one, it kind of looks like they actually have glasses on. I think that could be Wesker. And here, room 201, this is from Outbreak. In the hospital, I believe. But yeah, the game has a very RE4 sort of vibe. Looks like there could be a cult involved, there could be people living in the remains of Raccoon City. The Hive, you never know, like, you know, there could be all sorts, like, it's going to be very interesting, this game. So, yeah. RE9 looking absolutely great. Resident Evil Requiem. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching that. Hope you are enjoying the road to Requiem, as we are calling it. I am going to be playing through every single Resident Evil game on the channel, reliving my childhood and getting ready for this absolute monster that's coming out soon. I'm actually arguably more hyped for this than GTA 6. So yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting to see how this pans out. So yeah, starting from Resident Evil 0 all the way through till Village. We're going to be smashing them up on the channel, so plenty of content coming your way, guys. So yeah, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Au revoir.